What is up everyone, today we're showcasing a really good team with Hippowdon in the Master League Premier Classic. I've gone really positive with this thing and it pushed me up all the way to a new personal season high of 3453 rating, which would currently be in the top 100, so yes, definitely a team I could recommend. The team is Gyarados with Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail and Crunch, Extra Drill with Mud Shot, Drill Run and Rock Slide, and Hippowdon with Ice Fang, Weather Ball, Rock and Earth Power. Hippowdon in this team is just a really good generalist. Honestly, Hippowdon doesn't beat anything convincingly, but it also doesn't lose hard. Most of its winning matchups are like Dragons. Togekiss has a lot of play versus Steel types because of Earth Power. And with Weather Ball, Rock, it can hit the flyers like Gyarados, which Gyarados is one of his hardest answers. But Gyarados can't farm you down before you get 2 Weather Balls. And they kill. So they're gonna have to use a shield if they want to farm down, which makes Hippowdon a really good pivot in this meta, and that is exactly how I use it. If I have a bad lead, I switch it to Hippowdon. Even if they bring in Waterfall Gyarados, I get the 2 Weather Balls and they have to use a shield. Or they have to use their energy and then they don't come out with too much energy on my own. Dragon Breath Gyarados can farm it down. Extra Drill on the back is there because it forms an amazing core with Gyarados. There's nothing really that breaks these two. So they form an amazing duo, and then with Hippowdon as the pivot, this team just performed really well. Anyway, let's get into these battles. Before we do though, I want to ask y'all, if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like and the sub. Helps out the channel a lot. Alright, anyway, first lead, Magnezone is very bad for Gyarados. Luckily, we have the hungry Hippo, and in comes the Waterfall Gyarados, one of the most difficult Pokemon for Hippowdon. However, like I said, you get the 2 Weather Balls here before they can farm down, and they actually shield the first one, which is crazy. But yeah, they do try to farm down, and I get to another one. So now I've burned a shield from them, and I've gotten them low enough to where my own Gyarados should be able to farm down. Thing is though, there is a Magnezone, and well, Magnezone is not amazing for Gyarados. Well, it's terrible for Gyarados. And I'm not gonna get enough energy here to where I can get to an Aqua Tail versus. And even Aqua Tail wouldn't do that much because it's not the strongest move. Anyway, they throw a Crunch. I'm just gonna let both moves go. At this point, I'm just gonna hope that there's something in the back that my Extra Drill can beat with a shield advantage. And it is. It is a Snorlax. And at this point, I think I'm looking pretty good. I have a shield advantage right here. An Extra Drill kills Snorlax within 2 drill runs. And since they have the shield, I only have to hit 3. And since I have 2 shields, they're gonna have to throw 3 moves as well on me. And well, I outpaced them to 3 drill runs versus 3 body slams or 2 body slams and the super power. So I'm just shielding up. No need to play risky and call a bait or whatever. Just shields up and they know it's over at this point and they give up. Well played there. GG's. Alright, Snorlax Lead is pretty awkward. This thing I think beats all 3 of my team, or it's very close. Of course, Gyarados is pretty even, but it is a pretty iffy matchup. They throw a Body Slam right here, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna try to catch the next Body Slam on my Hippowdon. However, they have the same ID, and I think they wanted to catch an Aqua Tail on their Dragonite with that switch, but they end up switching their Dragonite into my Hippowdon, which is just really good for me. I'm gonna throw the Weather Ball here. Honestly, this was a mistake. I don't think it kills either way. I should have just waited. Until they were at almost 2 Dragon Claws before throwing that, and then I would have had more energy here. But this is okay. They're bringing their lax. They're gonna have to throw energy or I get to my move, and they do throw energy. At this point, I'm unsure what's in the back, to be honest. It could be anything. Snorlax Lead is very unpredictable. However, I am quite sure I will get to a drill run before they get to a superpower. I have been counting licks, and I'm quite sure they're only like 4 licks in, which means I will get to my drill run before their superpower. And we end up seeing, we didn't end up seeing dying. Actually, they overfarmed. That's fine. I actually tried to catch a superpower on Gyarados right there, but they managed to throw in the middle of a mud shot, so I couldn't switch. That was a good play, and now they catch my drill run. Honestly, I should have Rock Slid. I was really thinking about this switch. I was very scared they would catch, so I was thinking about Rock Sliding the Snorlax, but I wasn't sure if it would do enough, and I think it would have, to be honest. I think it should. Rock Slide definitely does like 20% of Snorlax, so I probably should have just thrown it, just in case they did have a flyer in the back, which, well, a lot of Pokemons currently in this meta are flyers, so it wouldn't be crazy. Anyway, it's not that bad, because I still bring him deep into the red. At this point, I can farm him down with Gyarados and get off the Aqua Tail on the Snorlax, unless they boost, which they do. Which means I will have to throw an Aqua Tail on this Togekiss. I overfarmed a tad, because I know the Snorlax also has some energy left. Didn't throw a Boulder Stem right here. They might be, I think they might be close to double. This point, I will throw my Aqua Tail. I get there, and that's game over. Very good game right there. I got really scared with that boost, but we managed to pull it off anyway. Very, very nice. Alright, Togekiss Lead. Very, very bad. Always bring your Hippo right here. Hippo versus Togekiss is actually not amazing. You lose the 2 shield, but you do burn 2 of their shields, and you don't have to use any yourself. So that's quite nice, but the charms are just so strong. They decide to switch out though into their Snorlax, which is fine. I hit him with Nerf power. I'm gonna let this go, because I think I lose this matchup either way. Honestly though, I probably should have tried to force switch advantage somehow or burn some shields. Because, well, with Togekiss Lead, it's basically guaranteed there's gonna be a good extra drill answer in the back, right? It's Swampert, their own Excadrill, Hexerus, I don't know, Fighter, all would be quite bad for Excadrill. I'm staying in right here because they are getting closer to a Flamethrower. So I want to actually take this energy on Gyarados, even though it will do a lot. I'm just banking on the fact that it might be an Excadrill. If it's an Excadrill, I will win this match because I have an energy advantage. But it's a Garchomp, and this is actually not terrible, because Garchomp needs more mud shots for their earth powers than I need for my Durants. I need 4 Durants, which is like, what is that? 180 energy, and they need 3 earth powers. Earth powers 55, right? Which is 55, 110. That's 165 energy. So that's very, very close. And with a little bit of energy advantage I got, I should be able to outpace him here, just barely. However, we end up CMP tying on this one, and they make a really, really nice play here. They're actually gonna be able to let this go and farm me down with the Togekiss. That's a very, very heads-up play, and so I end up losing this match just barely. I think I make a switch to Gyarados here, but like I take the charm, so it doesn't matter. The Aqua Tail would not have knocked out anyway, so it didn't really matter at this point. Anyway, Gyarados Lead, a Shadow, Hundo, Gyarados, actually pretty insane. So I go for the bait here, thinking he definitely shield, but I should have never baited, because, well, they know shield. And even if they shielded, the crunch would have been fine, to be honest. I outpace to the next crunch anyway. I'm gonna let this go. I survived the outrage, just barely. I'll just go for another Aqua Tail, really hoping they let this go, because if they don't, I am in trouble. They let it go though, do some more Dragon Breaths, and now bring in Hippo. And now I'm really hoping it is the triple flyer line. The triple flyer line is quite common, and Hippo just kind of kills it, you know? It struggles with Gyarados, of course, but their Gyarados usually ends up on my Gyarados, because Gyarados is usually the lead, and they can't switch in their Dragonite. And then Hippo goes to town on the back line, and seeing as they switch in their Togekiss, I think this might be the triple flyer line. And that'd be really good for me. I throw my Weather Ball here. I knew there was just an Ancient Power. They were not at 10 charms just yet, so no shielded the Ancient Power. I throw this, and it is the Dragonite. So we are looking very, very strong. This team, it is not easy to beat Triple Flyer, to be honest, especially if it's like Dragonite Lead. If it's Gyarados Lead though, you basically always win. Gyarados Lead, you basically always win. Dragonite Lead, it's a little tougher, but you should still be able to win. Yeah, this is just game over at this point. Their only play is throwing the Draco and hoping I no shield, but that's why I shielded. At that point, I could double shield Dragon Claws and I'd be very, very fine. Like I said, I just shield this up. Togekiss is insanely low. I just have to make sure they can't catch, and then we fine. Oh, I throw a Drill Runner here because they're gonna shield, right? There's no reason to, except that it's funny, but yeah, just go for the Rock Slide here, make sure it kills, and then I bring my Hippo to farm down the Togekiss, but they concede before I can, and it's game over. I Togekiss Lead, very, very bad. I bring in Hippo, they bring in Metagross, which is interesting. At this point, they're already double weak to Excadrill, so I'm not feeling good. Hippo, unless they no-shield this, cannot win this matchup, even with a little bit of energy advantage. The Meteor Meshes just do too much, and the Ice Fangs aren't doing anything. But yeah, this is fine. I've generated a shield advantage. I can bring in my Gyarados here and resist everything. this Metagross can throw at me, and the Crunch will basically knock him out. So I think I might be looking good here. Gonna no-shield this. Luckily it's not a Psychic. Meteor Mash still really hurts though. Gonna throw the Crunch before I can get to another move. This won't knock out the Metagross though. Crunch is not strong enough of a move to kill the very tanky Metagross. Defense fall though, which is okay. After this, I will switch into my Excadrill instantly, I think. Right? I do, to farm it down. This point, I'm just really hoping there's something in the back I can win with. I can beat with shield advantage again. And it is their own Excadrill. They're running Togekiss Double Steel, which is a crazy line. I just have to watch out for the sacrificial swap, and they switch really early, and I'm able to catch it with a Rock Slide. So it's pretty good. I just have to make sure I'm topped off on energy at this point versus this Togekiss, and I should be able to beat the Excadrill on the back with 2 Durants. Given that I have 2 shields, I am not too worried about their Excadrill right here. Gonna throw my Durant at this point, and I still have a sacrificial swap as well, so if need be, I can use Gyarados as a 3rd shield, but it won't be necessary, but that's exactly why I switch here. I want to save my shields, alright, I want to save my shields. He even throws a Rock Slide, which is insane. But that's fine. We throw the Durant, and well, we beat him with 2 shields left over, so that's pretty good. GG's. Alright, a Gyarados Mirror Lead. Man, most Gyarados yesterday, or the day before, well, these battles were done yesterday, but the day before we're running Waterfall, and yesterday I faced a lot of Dragon Breath Gyarados, unfortunately. I would have loved to face more Waterfall Gyarados, because those are quite awesome for mine. At this point, honestly, I should switch to Excadrill, because we CMP tied there. I'm gonna outpace with Excadrill to the move. And what I do here is also stupid. I think giving them energy advantage with whatever's in the back is a misplay, right? I should have probably just let my guy go down. Another misplay right here. I let the Chandelure farm up versus my Gyarados. Well, at this point... Also, I try to go for... I don't throw my Durant right there, even though I knew they'd throw Flame Charge because I wanted that mutual through, but I didn't because of the inconsistencies in the game currently. Really sucks. I don't think it's gonna matter though in the end. This Chandelure is just really gonna ruin my day, I think. Gonna get to another Durant right here. I should have done one more Mudshot because I could. I just thought they were gonna throw already, so I threw it right there. I don't know what happened there. There was a weird visual thing, but again, I don't get my Ice Fang through, which kind of stinks. Hoping I can Ice Fang down, but this game is so over. There's nothing Hippo can beat them back, so just let it go. And GG right there. Respect for the spice of my opponent right there with the candle. That's pretty cool. Talking about spice, Lapras. Man, this is a Pokemon I looked into as well for the triple flyer lines. This thing actually beats Waterfall Gyarados, Dragonite, and Togekiss. So, pretty good option maybe. Pretty good option. However, it actually loses the 2 shields versus Togekiss, and Gyarados also still quite close, because Lapras just lacks stats. You can already see it. 26, 74. It just lacks the stats to really compete, but... My opponent, this opponent was actually way higher ranked than me. He was like 3480 something, I think. Pretty insane with Lapras, so apparently it does work. It's pretty sick. Alright, anyway, Metagross comes in. They've thrown 5 Bullet Punches, which is important because it's 10 for the Earthquake. I don't want to overfarm too much, so I'm gonna go into Excadrill. We should CMP die with the Durant and Earthquake now, so I'm gonna throw it. Metagross does win CMP though. But that's fine with me. I'm just going to shield this up. It is the Earthquake. And now they're locked in and I get to the Durant versus this thing. The reason I switched, I didn't want them to farm up. And since they shielded, I can still, like, maybe if they switch out, I can still Earth Power with my Hippowdon in the end game, right? So I felt safe shooting there. Gyarados is kind of an issue though. Because this Aqua Tail, which I threw immediately by the way at 6 Mudshots, would kill me. Or basically kill me. And they might be able to get to another Aqua Tail, or another 2 Aqua Tails versus my Hippowdon. But I was counting at this point. I think at this point they need 5 more Ice Fangs for the next Aqua Tail. So I was gonna catch, but I'm pretty sure I get to my Weather Ball in 4 Ice Fangs. And I don't have to catch, I get there right before the Aqua Tail. And we win this game. So yeah, pretty nice. Otherwise, if they would have gone there earlier, I would try to catch my Gyarados, but it wasn't necessary, luckily. Alright, Garchomp Lead with Dragon Tail, not amazing. Ingles Mamoswine and a makeup. This was the first Mamoswine safe switch I saw, actually, and I didn't play this as I should. If you see a Mamoswine come in, there's 2 options, alright? There's 2 options. 1. You stay in with Gyarados. Because you have the energy lead, you will be able to outpace it to 2 moves. And then you just get him shields down and you kill him with extra draw afterwards. 2. You switch soon enough to where they can't outpace you to 2 moves, alright? You have to switch really, really fast. Like, you can only give them like 1. Actually, you can technically give them 2 Powder Snows. Since it's 15 mud shots for 3 Durants. And, well, it is 17 mud shots, or Powder Snows, I mean, for 3 Avalanches. So you have to switch really, really quickly. I did neither, alright? I didn't stay with Gyarados and I switched way too slow. So I had to go my extra roll. I had to let my extra roll go down and then kill the Mamoswine with my guy, with my Gyarados. And at this point, I'm in big trouble. There's a freaking Glaceon in the back. I'll let that go because I need that shield. The Mamoswine is still alive with a move. So I needed that shield, but they throw the Ice Wind right there. I have to use it. At this point, I just hope that whatever's in the back is incredibly weak to a Hippowdon, which is not possible. And it's like a Pidgey. Oh, no, never mind. We already saw the Garchomp. But yeah, these Ice Fans do nothing now. I tried to throw on the switch, but they were a bit faster and we get knocked out right here. So good game, good game. Definitely try to switch faster though when you see an extra roll swap in. Oh, this is the best, alright? This is a double charm team. This is a double charm team. And you just destroy these. I saw 2 of these yesterday, alright? I saw one with Gyarados, Waterfall Gyarados Lead. And I saw one with Garchomp Lead. And you just destroy them. Both of them switch in their Sylveon and you bring in your extra right here. You throw 2 moves before they can get to their charge move. You really want to throw 2 moves before they can get to the charge move, to be honest. Because if you no-shield that charge move, they can charm you down. You do switch, which is not amazing. This point, they farm down my extra roll with their Gyarados. Fine, they're gonna save 2 shields for Togekiss. This is the way they usually play it. I'm gonna shit this up because I know it's likely Togekiss in the back, and you just want to instant switch to Hippo here. Like I said earlier, Hippo actually loses the 2 shield scenario here, which is not ideal. But I can just take 2 shields and then Aqua Tail it. Like, I bring it low enough to where my Gyarados can either farm it down or just Aqua Tail it to death. So I'm all good there. I shield this. I don't think I should have. I think this could only be an ancient power, right? But getting this little bit of extra Ice Fang damage in is fine as well. So it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I think I might have shielded that because I didn't know how much Aerial Ace would do. But look at this. It's very low health. At this point, I could have just farmed it down. But I know their Gyarados is energy dry as well, and I don't need the energy. I can just farm it down at this point, and it's game over. Very nice game right there. Beating all the double charmers is a very good property for a team to have. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this team. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope to see you in the next one. Good luck in your battles, trainers.